kill a version of you that exists so that he can give you a prosperous new version of you that can now flourish. You really need to understand this. If you read the Bible, let me just use this common story. Lazarus died. I think people just think like this is some light thing, like, oh no, Lazarus died. No, Lazarus died. Do you understand? Lazarus was already what is it called, embodied or embedded or whatever they call it, right? He was probably put, they did all the makeup. He was at his funeral. Lazarus was at his funeral. Lazarus went to the funeral. People mourned him, and everything around him failed. First he died. Lazarus died. And then after Lazarus had died, like 3 days after, that's when the Lord came back and was like, Lazarus awakened. But he died first. Rebelled. He died. So in my life, a lot of myself had to die first. God had to kill the versions of me that first existed. And I mean, and people, guys, I don't think we're understanding what death means. Death means you completely do not care about that thing anymore. It means it's gone. It's rejected from your system. Do you know what it takes for something to die? Death means it's over, it's done. So you have to be completely over and done with your lost self. You have to be completely over and done with your past behaviors. You have to be completely done with your past existence. That part of you has to have died. The version of me that believed toxic relationships had to die for me to now even think about having if it's a marriage or kids. Right? A past version of me who used to think that drinking alcohol was dealing with her problems had to die first before the version of me existed. The version of me that used to self-harm had to die. That version of me had to die first before God could now bring a version of me who could be responsible for their own lives. But you need to understand there is a death first. You have to attend your own funeral, and other people have to attend your funeral too. Because at a funeral, some people come back for your memorial, other people don't come back. Some people come and mourn you a year later, and those are your friends. And some of those people who you are calling friends only came for your funeral, and they will never see them again. So you must understand a part of you must die. And I mean actually die, and you have to go through the pain. People think that we learn lessons from living a soft life. There's no soft life where you learn actual practical lessons. When have you been taught a lesson, right, where it was nice and easy and you actually learned something? Name me one time, because I'm sure you made that mistake again. That's how God works.